Shalom, Straightway, Georgia. Doing a garden update just to let y'all know where we're at for our garden season this year. So this is our kale. Here we've harvested it a couple times. We don't have everything fully in the ground yet, but we're getting there. So that's our kale. Then we've got our cucumbers. The brothers are actually putting trellises up right now for the cucumbers. So those are looking good. Everything's sprouted. And then over here, we have beets. So we got beets here. And we're gonna end up putting some more beets over here. And then I think we're gonna have collards in the middle. And then here we got our tomatoes planted. And we're gonna string them up like we did last year. So those are the tomatoes. Another row of kale. Another row of kale. This is a different variety. This is lacinato kale or dinosaur kale. And then mixed in with some mustard greens. The mustards just come up by themselves every year. Another row of kale. We eat a lot of kale here. I think these are actually turnip greens right here that came up on their own. Another row of kale. And then we got more tomatoes here. Another row of kale. So these are babies, so we kind of staggered them a little bit, so everything won't come up at once. The row that I'm walking in is going to be bell pepper. And then we've got Japanese eggplant, this row. So I only got like 4 planted so far. And then we'll go ahead and plant the rest. This is our okra. These we planted directly in the ground. And they're doing really well. So that's our okra. We got 3 rows of okra. And this last row here is our row of collards. The white stuff on it is DE, diatomaceous earth, so that the bugs won't eat them up. So that's the collards. And then this row here will be a variety row. So starting here on this end, we will put more okra. In the middle, we'll put tomatoes. And then up here on this end, we'll put sweet potatoes. Then over here, we have our greenhouse. It's not covered right now, but it's more kale. More kale. There's a massive ant home that we got to take care of today. More kale and collards there. Or actually, I think that's more kale. Just a different variety. And then the only other thing I think we have is herbs. So I'll show you the herbs.
They said he almost caught one.
There's Nathan being creative. So these are our herbs. We got sage right here. And here we have oregano. Here we have rosemary. And this will end up being a bed of cilantro and basil together. And let me show y'all something that the girls did in our little flower bed. So we have a flower bed around front, and we planted some impatiens because they grow well in the shade. This is a shaded area. So these right here are flowers. And then they took some rocks and spelled out Yawa. So that's our garden update. We got a lot more work to do, but I think we're off to a good start. Bless y'all.